You know, ever since we started these steps on catching one bass for $50, I don't think anything has been very complicated. It's been really the very basics, and I just am trying my darndest to make it as simple as I possibly can. Right now, all you have to do is worry about clear 8-pound monofilament. That's what's on this little spin cast outfit. That's what came on it. And by the way, when it came, when I purchased it as a combo, the line was already on it and it was in good shape. Here are a couple of points. When you replace any line or when you add to the existing line, you cannot have a knot in your cast. By that I mean, if you tie further to the front end of the line and you make a cast in 20 feet, it hits that knot. That's no good. You have to go deep into the line and replace it almost at the very tail end. You understand what I mean? No knots, because it will really impair your cast. You can't have that. And then here's something else. I'm gonna take this little guy apart right now. And you really don't have to do much of this tearing apart of the reel, although I kind of advise you to do it because I think it's really good for you to understand what the reel is all about. This is a spin cast. This is a spinning reel. The line spins over the spool when you free it by pushing the knob, pushing the button, and that's why it's called a spinning reel. Okay. If you can look down in here, the farther you go into the spool, this one's filled just right. See the line in there? See the line right here? That's perfect. Here is the edge of the spool. When that line goes flying out of there, there's friction against the top of this spool. If this spool is halfway full, it's so much friction on the top of this spool that, and this is a simple way to look at all that. If you can hear your cast, there's not enough line on your spool. In other words, if you can hear the line coming out going, you need to get that portion of the line out of there and start all over again and fill it up, not to the very end of the spool, but up there really close, and a nice smooth cast is so very important, and I know you can get it. I haven't spent a lot of time on the 8-pound mono line, but if you use that and do what I've said right here, your cast will be, well, I'm not going to say they'll all be perfect, but they'll start working towards perfect. And if that can happen, if you can really get the feel of this rod, like I was talking earlier, if you can understand your reel, if you're really doing a good job with your line, you're going to feel what's going on, and you're on your way.